when is Christ coming again? There's people who think it's very, very short, and there's people who think it's a long ways off. And from what I've been studying, I could see how many of the things which people consider it to be a way, way off for, I could see many of these things having already been fulfilled. So like the two witnesses, right? So, and before I get into that, Joseph Smith Foundation, I know that they did a documentary talking about how maybe Joseph Smith and Hiram Smith could have been the two prophets. I don't know how they make that connection, but I did make a connection that I wasn't even looking for. It just basically came about as I was studying, and I got very curious about when the Great Apostasy started. And it occurred to me that after Christ was resurrected, his leader and head of the church, Peter, ministered for 24 years and then was martyred. And then you have, and he was from the tribe of Judah, which would be considered the southern kingdom. And then you have Joseph Smith, a pure Ephraimite, which would be northern kingdom. He essentially ministered since the restoration of the church, when since the restoration, and I tend to link that with the first vision, when he saw Jesus Christ, the resurrected Jesus Christ. To me, that started things, and he ministered from that point forward for 24 years until his martyrdom. So, to me, we see this type of parallel, and we see this unique use of 24, and the characteristic being when they saw the resurrected Christ, and that these were the leaders of the church. Yes, people died after that. Yes, there's key holders that lived on after, but these were the people who opened up the Great Apostasy, and one who closed out the Great Apostasy with their martyrdom. They sealed their testimonies with their blood. So, to me, I find that very significant. I know it mentions 24 elders, and shortly after mentioning the two witnesses. So, my big question is this simply a type? Because obviously there's some form of correlation, and we see, the significance of 12 and 12. You have 12 as the Melchizedek priesthood, and we see that on the earth after Christ's death and resurrection. We know that all the keys that Peter held, Joseph Smith also held. I think, I may be wrong. Anyways, I'm going to stop and check this video because I'm not sure if I can even be heard over the wind.